What's up guys, Dr. Aaron Macklin here with Revival Performance Physical Therapy, and today I'm just showing you guys how to foam roll the calf. So if you're limited in this ankle dorsiflexion, meaning you can't bring your toes up enough like this, and that's not moving very well, a lot of times it's because you have some tightness in the calf. Or if you notice that you always walk with your foot pointed out, a lot of times that's because the ankle is a little bit too tight and you're compensating by pointing it out, then that'll end up giving you those bunions over time. So calf mobility is very important, and in the Western world, when we're sitting in normal chairs, we're not doing those deep squats as much. It's often really tight for most of us. So what you're gonna do is just gonna get a foam roller. Pretty simple. You can use, to start out, you can use your other foot to kind of give you some balance, and then lift up with your lats here, and you're kind of lifting your bottom off the ground, and you're just gently kind of going back and forth, nice and slow. If you find a spot that you're like, ooh, I don't like that spot, it doesn't feel so good, you can do some gentle, smaller strokes right there on that spot, or even kind of go back and forth, rotating the leg a little bit, or hang out on that spot and then point your toes in both directions, going back and forth to loosen up that spot that's a little bit more tender. A little bit more harder version is kind of crossing your legs. It's going to put a lot more pressure on the calf, and then lifting up on lifting your bottom up. Now that's putting a lot more pressure on the calf, so it's a little bit more intense. And just doing the same thing, kind of rotating it just a little bit, finding some spots that don't feel so good, and then kind of hanging out on those spots a little bit longer, doing some smaller strokes around there, pointing the toes, going back and forth into doing little circles in the spot that doesn't feel so good. So that's a little bit harder version. It's a little bit more intense, so it's gonna hurt a little bit more if you got some trigger points or some spots that are really tight. But doing this every day can really loosen up that calf, and then this paired with some deep squats or some ankle stretching can really loosen up that ankle joint and get you to be able to walk and perform better. So do the prescribed amount, have fun.